I was vibing to the music. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Clay Bird, and I'm the program director and do Afternoon Drive on 106.3 The Core. And we're on all of our stations here today to talk about some exciting things going on with Hemlock Public Schools. And I've got the man, the myth, the legend, the superintendent, Mr. Don Killingbeck today. How we doing?
Oh, fantastic. Actually, as we say around Hemlock, husky-tastic.
Husky-tastic. I love it. Did you come up with that?
Actually, I did, but it's become part of our vernacular. It's
Love
fantastic and husky together.
Oh, I get it. I get it. And we call that a Donism. Yeah.
That'll work. I'll take it.
Yeah. And I'm liking the, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but last time we spoke, did you have the glasses on?
Perhaps. I mean, it goes back and forth. I
Okay.
will say that I've had one more birthday since we've talked, and I am using reading glasses now.
I like it, dude. That's a good, it fits. It fits.
Well, thanks,
Looking
Clay.
distinguished. Yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about other than your amazing glasses. Let's start off with the bond and all the things that are coming out of that, the gym, the parking lot. Run us through that real quick, because I'm sure things are shaking and moving over there.
So our voters in May of 2022 passed a $42 million bond, and we're super excited for all the things that are on the horizon for our school district. Over spring break, earth movers came in, right? So now all of a sudden you can see that, hey, we've got traction. There's actually things going to be going on the outside of the buildings. So this summer, phase one, we are moving so my office actually had to move. So our early elementary programs are growing. They're at the seams. They're pushed us out of the Hemlock Elementary building. And now we're over at the high school, southwest wing of the high school. And so we've got a new office suite. This summer, we're going to actually take the playground, move it behind the school, and then take the playground area and make a parking lot. Move our traffic and our parking from that's been on the street, and we're going to put it in a safe space. And then we're going to have a bus loop that'll be able to go through and connect Hemlock Road and Pine Street. And it's going to change the traffic patterns around town. It's going to make things safer. It's going to be better for kids, better for our families, and better for our community. And so really excited about that work that'll happen at Hemlock Elementary. For the most part, that building, I mean, it's going to see a new gym floor. We've already painted the gym over break. It's going to see some different things there. A lot of the classrooms have already been renovated. New furniture, new flooring, new paint, all those kind of things, updating various parts of the building. And this summer, we'll kind of put an explanation point on that. It'll be much better after this summer there. At Casey Lang, wow. Casey Lang Elementary, just probably a quarter mile down the road, Pine Street there. We are actually today, we're going to have bid openings. We're going to have a gym built. So it'll be a real competition-sized gym for physical education, for community rec, and those kind of things added to the facility. We're taking the current gym, which is not necessarily a regulation size, and we're connecting it to the cafeteria with like garage door openers.
Oh, nice.
Openings. And so we'll be able to shut it down, have just cafeteria. We'll be able to open it up and expand cafeteria into the gym. We'll be able to have so like indoor recess is a real thing in the state of Michigan. And we didn't have places for kids to go. Now we'll be able to open those doors up, let the kids go into the old gym, which now that's going to get a new floor, a new athletic surface, and that'll feel updated as well. And so it connects everything. Those rooms at Casey Lang, we've already painted, cleaned, new carpet, new furniture, a lot of great things going on there. We're also there going to be moving our tennis court, which is at Casey Lang Elementary, to over by the middle school, putting in a new drop-off pickup lane for our families. And so really making it easier for families in the morning to drop off their kids, to pick them up in the afternoon. We're even looking at a software program that would allow when a parent gets to a certain point, it would alert and teachers just have it up on their computers in the classroom. They have it up on the screen. So at the end of the day, kids are in their classroom and they go, "Oh, mom just turned into the parking lot," and then they can leave. And so,
like DoorDash for kids.
well, we want that world-class experience
That's
for our
awesome.
kids, for our families. Nobody wants to be waiting out, in the rain or in the snow or
Right.
having a herd of people all together. Wouldn't it make much more sense to have them in the classroom and then when the parent gets to a certain point? So we're looking at that. I can't promise, but
Sure.
we're in fact, it's next week we're going to be doing a deep dive on what that would look like and how much it would cost. So we got all those great things happening at Casey Lang. And then you wrap around to our high school and out at Wallace Field, we're renovating Wallace Field. It's going to be turf. We're redoing the press box. We're doing some other things. We're also, the district on its own is putting in water and sewer line to our athletic complex because we've been the land of porta potties. And so we're going to get away from that. And so we're putting in water and sewer. We don't have it in the budget to build the bathrooms or the concession stand out there yet, but we know that we got to get those lines in before we do anything else.
Yeah,
so
that's huge.
getting those lines out there so that we can move away from having porta potties that are baseball, softball, soccer type of stuff, tennis. So we'll be able to have some different opportunities with restrooms. So Wallace Field will get updated, and then our middle school we've been renovating and changing things over the last couple of years. Right now, we're self-performing some projects, and we're close to being completely renovated there as well. So very exciting. We couldn't do this, Clay, if we didn't have a Husky-tastic community. If we didn't have the support of our families, our grandparents, our senior citizens, our whole community works to pull the sled. And that's what's so special about Hemlock Public School District and the Hemlock community is we're pulling the sled together, Clay.
Yeah, it seems like you've got everyone from inside the building to the students to like what you just mentioned, the community. Seems like everybody's on the same page and pushing in the same direction. So that's huge. That's huge. I wanted to switch gears a little bit here because outside of that, not that that's not extremely exciting, you've got some state champs, everything from welding, which I didn't even know there were state champs for welding, to Phil, you've got state champs across the board. What's going on with that?
So it started off with our pom-pom girls. They won states. Then we went and we competed at 114 for weightlifting. So we have a two-time weightlifting state champion in Luke Zastro. Our pom-pom girls won states. At the same time, we had a welder, Avery Bronze, a senior. He's competing for state championship. He's already competed, but he won't know until later this month. So okay. He was selected to compete and move on. He did that, and then we'll find out hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Then we also have our girls had an amazing state championship run for girls basketball. It was phenomenal to see them play at the Breslin Center and to compete at that high level and really dominate. Clay, it was domination. Our young ladies, I feel bad for some of those teams that played against us because it was just those last couple games. Our girls were mentally tough. No mercy. They were pulling the sled the whole way.
I like that. That's amazing, man. That's so exciting. And that really just from my own experiences, we didn't have as many state champs as what you're talking about. But when you get just even one person, whether it's welding or like you said, the pom-poms or your basketball team, it does something to the school. It puts an electric feel to it. It's amazing. It's huge. So congrats.
We always talk about being part of the pack, right? We're the Huskies, you're part of the pack, right? And I think that when you have a team that are state champions, we went down to the Breslin Center and you looked up and there was a sea of navy blue. And because all of Hemlock felt like it was there. We were worried. We joked around. We said, hey, today would be a good day to steal a big screen TV because everybody's home, or everybody's at the game and nobody's home. Their door was open. It would be.
uh, and then keeping it on states, the robotics team is going to state, correct?
You're right. So I'll tell you what, Claybird, our robotics team just has had an amazing season so far. We went down to the St. Joe's district, west side of the state, competed against world champions, state champions, and Little Hemlock came out and won. We were victorious. We finished number one there, or, finished as the champion of the district. Had some other honors there. Then we came up 2 weekends ago, I believe it was. We competed in Midland in clay. We were on track to win it all, right? We were in our arm on a robot. It goes in and out to drop these pieces in place. It got stuck out.
But you just need some WD-40 or what?
What? I know. It was so rough.
Dang it.
And so our kids, we finished, we were finished second in the regular play. We got bumped out in the finals. And because of that, somebody beat us with that. And then our kids went on to win the highest honor of each district, which is the Impact Award. And so we were recognized by First Robotics at the Midland District for the Impact Award, that we are having the greatest impact with STEM and robotics and all the work we're doing. And it's showcases. We have some great champions, whether it be internally, like an Alex Holtum, Dana Lockwood, Tom Lockwood, the things that they're doing. Then we have dozens of mentors that come and work with our kids and work with kids from around the area. I'll tell you what, Clay, actually my most proud moment at Midland Districts is we have been helping and coaching other teams around us, because that's how you get better, right? If we're good, we're going to be great if we can help others become good. And one of those teams finished in the top 10. They were competing on their own without us, and as a team captain. And so for me, when that team's mentor said that to me, he said, by the way, my real highlight was we were our own team captain today. And I was like, oh my goodness, we've elevated our play to elevate the play of others. And so it was just so great to hear that.
And it feels good. That's what it's all about. When you pull back and look at the big picture, that's really what it's all about. So kudos, man. That's awesome, Don. And then I wanted to get into also, there was a $2.1 million raised. Tell me about that.
Need. I like your verb, raised. So yeah, Clay.
It's a need. It's a raise.
We're
manifesting.
I feel like I'm grabbing your face right now and be like, Clay.
We're manifesting.
So yeah, we're manifesting. So, a lot of times schools put themselves in a box and say, hey, we can only do things through state funding or through a bond, or maybe they'll get creative and do an energy project. For us, we realize if we're going to truly materialize our vision and mission of being innovative, collaborative, and to educate a community of learners, we got to think outside of that box. And so we have been working on raising probably $2.5 to $3 million for two projects. And so one project is to expand our STEM center. So in May of 2020, the first day that you could actually start construction on anything because of the pandemic, we broke ground on the Lockwood STEM Center. We built a 6,600 square feet facility dedicated to STEM and to robotics. It's got a work area where kids can fabricate. It's got a competition field. It's got a viewing balcony with 3D printers. And then it got so, we realized when we were doing this that we need to build a storage area. So we built a 20 by 40 storage area that is behind it. We use that facility for not only our school district, but all the neighboring school districts have access to come in and to work on their robots, to partner with us, to have some of that camaraderie in this effort to really build the next generation of STEM. And so we filled that. There's nights where there's 100+ people in those spaces. There'll be teams competing against one another. There's just a lot of excitement, energy there, and we need to expand that space. And so we need about $300,000 left with that project. So we've raised some significant amount of capital. I've got some great partners. We need to raise about 300,000, and then we'll add a couple classrooms, a meeting area, another like a lab area, with about $300,000 more is what we need for that. I think in the end, it's probably an $800,000 project to do all that work, which is pennies on the dollar. It's a great investment,
Sure.
Return on investment, and so we're blessed. We have some great partners. Whether really Pumford Construction, they have been our number one champions in helping us with design and build, and have been great with finding other partners even for us. They helped with the original build. They're helping with the expansion. Can't say enough good things about Pumford Construction and what they've helped us with there. It's just been so exciting. Now, fast forward to about 172 yards across the campus to our football field. Clay is another project. That's about a $2.5 million project. We're down to needing about $1.8 million. And so we've raised, I think, significant capital, right?
For sure.
But Clay, I don't know if you know this, the health outcomes in our county were 71 out of 83. So the health outcomes for the people who live in Saginaw County is among some of the worst in the great state of Michigan and some of the worst in the nation. And so what we're seeing as educators and as schools is higher rates of obesity, higher rates of diabetes, higher rates of inactivity. And what's a shame, Clay, is the bottom line is we know that physical activity releases hormones that then act almost like a drug and make people feel better. It creates better mental health. It reduces the chances of obesity, reduces the chances of diabetes and other related illnesses and diseases. And so we need to do a better job with our kids in this next generation. We're at a crossroads. This next generation is these people, our kids are likely not to live as long as our grandparents. The life expectancy is actually going the wrong way, Clay.
Right.
And so we need to change that. So I don't know if you can hear the passion in my voice.
For sure.
There is a problem and we need to fix it. And we believe that providing, in the state of Michigan, providing outdoor space that's actually indoor and accessible year round is one of the creative ways to do that. And so we want to build a field house on our campus that allows kids to do outdoor activities like baseball, softball, soccer, football, whatever it might be, Nerf war, whatever, you can imagine.
A place to move their body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Year round.
Yeah.
And that's not a gym. And so, we really want to make that accessible to our kids. And so we're trying to raise that capital. So if you know somebody who can write that check, you just let me know.
Okay. I'll go through my phone book. But no, you're absolutely right. Like touching back on just the health part of it, whenever we were back in school, it's like that was our only thing that we had to do. Like you go outside and play, whether it's baseball, football, tag, whatever it is. And now with the technology, we've already touched on all of the great things like with STEM but we didn't have these things as kids. And now it's kind of, there's a battle, right? It's like,
right.
Okay, we're using all these things for good. We're winning all these competitions with everything that we're doing, but we also have to move our bodies because you only get one, right? You got to take care of your meat vehicle.
Yes. That's a good term. That's a new term.
Yeah, we'll call that a Clayism. Anything else, Don, that you're wanting to touch on today before I let you get back to the beautiful Hemlock facilities?
Well, I think that for us, we're in the business of growing humans. And, a lot of times educational institutions will be like, we don't produce anything. And, I think at Hemlock Public School District, we want our families to know, our students to know, everybody to know, we do. We produce better versions of you every day.
Of
And
course.
so our goal here at Hemlock Public School District is to do it just a little bit better every day, every moment. And we want to provide the best experience for our students, for our staff, for our families. And every day, we're going to try to get a little bit better. One of the things I guess I would say as we close is please be patient with us. We're on this journey together. And I can tell you when there's bulldozers on the property and we're cutting down trees and we're putting in roadways, there's going to be some inconveniences, Clay.
Sure.
But Husky Pack, know those inconveniences are going to be short term with a long term improved experience and a long term return on investment for our students, staff, families, community. And we're really excited about the work we're doing here.
I'm excited for you. You got a lot of stuff cooking, man. It's really cool. I'm happy for you, and I want you to have a Husky-tastic day.
Hey, we will. I will. I'll have a great day. We're going to keep pulling that sled, Clay. Thank you
Keep
so
pulling
much.
the sled. I love it, man. It was good talking to you, Don, and we'll see you next time.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right.